share this with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. You can like and follow us on Facebook, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel to get live event and notifications for all the updates regarding CAT and other MBA entrance examination. You can also look at our WhatsApp as well as Telegram lists. You can join over there and we will update you. We don't spam over there. If you want, you can enroll for our Quant and LRDI courses. These are the best and the most comprehensive courses available in the market. In this session, we'll be looking at questions from circles, basic concepts which involve properties of circles, angles, chords, etc. I would suggest pause this video, have a look at the PDF. The link is available in the description of this video. Once you have tried this on your own, then proceed with the rest of this session. Please do share this with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. You can like and follow us on Facebook, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel to get live event and notifications for all the updates regarding CAT and other MBA entrance examination. You can also look at our WhatsApp as well as Telegram lists. You can join over there and we will update you. We don't spam over there. If you want, you can enroll for our Quant and LRDI courses. These are the best and the most comprehensive courses available in the market. If a question on geometry is a guarantee in the CAT examination, a question on circles from the geometry section is also a guarantee. As we have seen in what to study for geometry and for CAT QA section, you are almost certain to get a question on circles. In fact, it has been a constant throughout the last 20 years of CAT. Now, we also saw that just circles by themselves are not asked. You will have some questions which will involve the basic properties of a circle, but questions which also involve lines inside a circle or triangles in a circle, quadrilaterals inside a circle, multiple circles, etc. So we have divided this set of explainer series into different parts where we will look at questions which are relevant to each of these areas. So circles by themselves are actually one of the easiest figures to manipulate, right? The defining property of a circle is that each point on the circle is equidistant from a given fixed point. That point is called the center of the circle, right? So each of these points is equidistant from this center, right? This distance is called the radius. If you extend the radius to intersect on the other side, you will get a diameter, right? So diameter is twice the radius. The periphery of the circle is called the circumference, more commonly the perimeter, but circumference is the name used for a circular figure, right? That can be found by 2 into pi into r, which is same as pi into d. Now, area of a circle is pi into r square, which can also be manipulated as 1/4 of pi into d square. Now, there are certain terms which are associated with a circle, right? You have arc, sector, and segment, right? Most people get confused in some of these cases. Arc is basically a curved portion of the circle. So if you were to take this part, right, AB along the circumference of the circle would be the arc, right? Okay. Sector is the area of the full portion, including the radii which make up the circle. And segment will be only the part which is cut off by the chord. So the length AB is your chord. So portion which is between the chord and the outside edge of the circle is your segment, right? So you can find these areas if you know the angle subtended at the center and the radius of the circle, right? You can find the length of the arc. Length of the arc is theta by 360, right? So what portion of the full circle does the angle subtend, right? Area is again theta by 360 of the full area, and length of the segment will be area of the full sector minus the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle we have found out using the sine formula, half into r square into sine theta, half of the product of the sides times the angle, sine of the angle between them, right? So this can be found out pretty easily. Now, other property of the arc is that each the angle subtended at the center will be twice the angle subtended on the rest of the arc, right? So each of these angles will be equal. So you can draw multiple angles, right? But each of these angles will be equal to half of the angle at the center. Therefore, if you draw a diameter, right, that will subtend an angle of 90 degrees at the center. If you have a diameter, that will subtend an angle of 90 degrees. Why? Because diameter is a straight line, right, which will subtend 180 degrees at the center and 90 degrees on the rest of the circle, right? This is one property which is used pretty widely throughout. And the last of the basic properties is that of a chord. A chord is basically a line segment which joins any 2 points on the circle, right? So you can have infinite number of chords. Now, key property is as you grow closer and closer to the circle, the length of the chords keeps on increasing, and as you go further and further away from the center, the length of the chord will keep on decreasing, right? And for any chord, because you will have two radii bounding it, right, this will form an isosceles triangle, right? And if you drop a perpendicular that will bisect it, right, you can use the Pythagoras theorem straight away over here. Very widely used in questions which come up in CAT and other exams. So let's try out a few questions using these properties which came up in the recent papers. First question is from CAT 2004, right? This will probably be available right now as a question in your textbooks. Let's see what this says. In the adjoining figure ED, ED is parallel to diameter AC. ED is parallel to AC. AC is the diameter of the circle. If angle CBE is 65, CBE is 65, what is the value of the angle DEC? This angle will be how much? Okay, now we know AC is the diameter. So if I join the line AB, right, ABC has to be a right angle. Why? Because at the center it will be 180, rest of the circle will be half of it, so 90. Now out of 90 we already know this portion is 65. So angle AB, let's call this X. Angle ABX will be equal to 90 minus 65, which is 25 degrees. Now why did we do this? We did this because then we can use the property that any arc will subtend equal angles through the rest of the circle. So if you look at arc AE, right, this is subtending an angle of 25 degrees, right? So if this is 25 degrees, ACE will also be 25 degrees. Same arc subtends on the rest of the circle, right? If this is 25 degrees, then this angle will also be 25 degrees. Why? Because they are alternate angles and these two are parallel lines, right? So pretty straightforward. Option D will be your correct choice. About a minute in an exam situation to solve if you know the basic properties of a circle. Second question is from CAT 2018, slot 1. It says in a circle, two parallel chords are on the same side of the diameter having lengths 4 and 6. I've drawn this to make our life easier. If the distance between the chords is 1, then the radius of the circle in centimeter is how much? Right. So the length of the chords are 4 and 6. One closer will be longer. So this entire portion will be 4. And this will be 6. And this portion will be 4. Now, since it will be an isosceles triangle and the perpendicular will bisect it, right? This portion will be 2. This portion will be 2. Similarly, this portion will be 3. This portion will be 3. Now, you have to find the radius of the circle. Right. It is also given that the distance between them is 1 unit, right? So if I take the height as h, right? So let's name them A, B, C, D, E, and F. So in triangle ADG, in triangle ADG, right? It's a right angle triangle. So radius square should be equal to, height will be h plus 1. Plus 2 square, right? Similarly, in triangle AFB, r square should be equal to h square plus 3 square. Right, so let's expand this. You will get r square equals h square plus 2h plus 1 plus 4. Right, this will be h square plus 9. If you subtract one from the other, you will get 2h should be equal to 4 or h should be equal to 2. Back substitute it in any of the two relations, you will get the value of r. If you substitute it in this, 2 square plus 9 is 13, r will be root 13. Verify. If you substitute it here, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 4 13, r square is 13, so r will be root 13. Pretty straightforward application of chords getting bisected by a perpendicular, Pythagoras theorem as we discussed earlier, about 2 minutes in an exam situation. The third question is from IIFT 2015. It's a direct application of the difference between an arc, sector, segment, etc. Let's see what this is. In the figure below, angle XYZ is 90 degrees. Okay. The length of the arc XZ equals 10 pi. Right. What is the area of the sector XYZ? So the full area is what you need to find out. XYZ, the full area is what you need to find. Now the length of the arc is 10 pi, which means 1/4. This is 90 degrees. So 90 by 360 is 1/4. So 1/4 of the full circumference is 10 pi, which means equals 10 pi, which means we can find the radius. Radius should be 20. Now area of a sector, area of the full circle with radius 20 will be pi into 20 square, which is 400 pi. But I need only 1/4 of the sector. So divided by 4 will be 100 pi. Option C, under 2 minutes in an exam situation. Job done. Question number 4 is from IIFT 2017. Again, a very simple application of the concept of sector, segment, arc, etc. Let's see. The chord AB of length 24 centimeters is drawn inside the circle of radius 13. So this full length is 24, radius is 13. Now you already know from Pythagoras theorem, if you drop a perpendicular 24, this will split into 12 and 12. So 12, 5, 13 is your triangle here. Okay, find the area of the shaded portion. Now the only problem is the angle in X isn't, we don't know whether it's in degrees, etc. But if you look at the options, you know that it's probably in degrees, right? So assuming X is in degrees, we need to find the area of this sector, right? Area of the segment, right? So area of the segment will be area of the full sector, which will be X by 360 into pi into 13 square minus area of this triangle. Area of this triangle will be half of base. Base is 24. Height is 5. So that will be X by 360 into 169 pi minus 60. Option C will be our correct choice. And the fifth question is from CAT 2018 slot 2. Again, it's a pretty straightforward question, especially given the angles in the question. Let's see what this is. A chord of length 5 centimeters subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center. Right. The length in centimeter of a chord that subtends an angle of 120 at the center would be how much? Now, basically, it's a question of find the special triangle. If this is 60 degrees, the balance angles will be adding up to 120. Given it's an isosceles triangle, this will be 60, this will be 60. 60, 60, 60 is an equilateral triangle. Side is 5, this should be 5, this should be 5. Which means the radius here should be 5, radius here should be 5. You need to find the length over here. Right, this is 120, this is 30, this is 30. So it's a special triangle of 30, 30, 120. What are the ratios of the sides? 1 is to 1 is to root 3. So this one will be 5 into root 3. Option 3 is your correct choice. Under 1 minute in most cases, maybe 2 minutes, under 2 minutes for sure. Pretty straightforward question if you know special triangles and the basic properties of a circle. As you saw, the questions in circles are not going to be standalone. They will use other concepts as well. In the future part of this series, we will actually be looking at other areas of other properties of a circle, as well as extend it to other combinations of different properties of lines, triangles, quadrilaterals, etc. as well. That completes this particular session. If you liked it, please do share it with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examination. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow our Facebook page. The links for our course are available on the description to this video. Till we meet again the next time, goodbye and all the best.